What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 6 battle for the BBR. We are picking up a broken team right now after losing our last week because of struggle. Honestly, we went all the way down to struggle. If you guys missed that video, it is crazy long. And thankfully, by the way, that was the last video that will have been on Showdown. We are back on Wi-Fi thanks to Liv and to OGALBINA. Owen is going to be recording our side for this battle because we actually are playing Liv, so she can't record for us and play us at the same time. It's just not going to happen. But I do want to thank both of them. Their links are going to be in the description down below, so make sure to go and check them out and give them your love, because they, honestly, without them, we would not be able to be in the BBR right now because we need to be on cartridge to be in the BBR. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Honestly, I'm excited. This league is crazy. We are 3-2 and we do have a +8 differential. Liv is also 3-2, but she is, I think, +2, but her team is nuts. She has a Coco team with Rain. You guys see there's the Coco Lucha, the Pelipper Kingdra combination. She's also got Volcarona, which is very scary as well. Mesprit and Ferroseed are phenomenal with Rain, and then Golurk on top of that is great. And her last 3 mons being like the Golduck, Wireless, and the Munchlax, I'm not too concerned about, but hey, they could come. Liv's brought all of them in the past, and she's done well with them all, so we'll see what happens. Honestly, what I'm expecting is I'm expecting Coco to come, I'm expecting Kingdra to come, I'm expecting Pelipper to come, excuse me. Those are the 3 musts. If those don't come, I'd be very shocked, because I have 1 water resist on my team, and it is my Appleton, which just so happens to be weak to Dragon and Ice. So Kingdra could definitely come and take advantage of it. I expect Hawlucha to come, even though it's not going to be the most likely, but it's not most likely, but it's going to be, it's likely but not the most obvious, but it could definitely come and really cause problems for my team. I do have ways to kind of handle it a little bit. Diancie forces it to run Iron Head. Charge Bug is a decent-ish check because it resists the fighting moves and it's neutral to the flying moves. And I can then paralyze it with Thunder Wave, or I can fire off a Wild Charge and just destroy it. That's pretty much it though. Really, it's so strong against my team. If it comes in late, it honestly will just sweep me, and that is a problem. I need to keep a very important Pokemon in the back if I see Hawlucha and not let that thing sweep me. After that, Coco hits everything for insane damage. It really just needs the U-Turn, Grass Knot, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunderbolt, and it's set. Honestly, it could run a Choice Specs, it could run a Light Orb, it could run an Expert Belt, it could run a Salt Vest, and it will be set. It can run Shuckleberry for all I care. Basically, that's all it really needs, and it is very, very scary because it's a crazy strong Pokemon against my roster. Pelipper is there to get Kingdra the speed for the Rain, so those 4 are pretty much the ones I'm really expecting. Ferroseed is the next one that I think is going to be coming, and it is so good against my team because I can't really bring my Fire type in Moltres. I was thinking about it, I tried to make it work, but with the combination of Tapu Koko and the combination of Kingdra, it just makes it so difficult for me to bring Moltres to this matchup, even though Moltres is a phenomenal Volcarona check. So because of that, we're not going to be bringing that thing, and that makes Ferroseed a lot more of a threat than it should be to my team. Other than that, it's basically between 3 Pokemon that are going to be coming. We already have the first 5, Coco, Hawlucha, Kingdra, Pelipper, and Ferroseed. The last spot is going to go to either, in my opinion, the Mesprit, which is the least likely, the Golurk, and the Volcarona. One of those 3 will get it. I think, honestly, if I had to just guess, I think it'll be the Golurk, and the reason for that is because I have a Raikou, and Raikou definitely goes in on Liv's team. It's very strong. If she does not bring the Golurk, then I'll just be able to click Volt Switch against her entire roster, and I'll basically be leading with my Raikou. If that's the case, I can just Volt Switch on anything, and I'll be good to go. Volcarona, on the other hand, is very scary, but I feel like I have some answers to it, a good bit amount. I can take, like, basically it needs to run like Fire moves and Bug moves and Giga Drain as well, and if it's not running Giga Drain, then it can't beat my Swampert, it can't beat my Diancie, and even if it is running Giga Drain, she needs to be at like +2 to be able to KO my Diancie from full, and that is the big thing here. Moving on, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Long introduction, but whenever we play Liv, we have to go and do that. So let's start off with our first mon. Our first mon is going to be our Cryogonal here. What the hell? Why Cryogonal as your first mon? Well, you guys see the set, you guys look at it, you've been looking at it for the past few minutes. Freeze Dry, Knock Off, Acid Armor, excuse me, and Recover. What is this set and what is this EV spread? Well, originally this set was going to be a dual screen set, and I had the Light Clay on it with Freeze Dry, Recover, and dual screens. And it's a very strong set against our team because it lets me deal with the Lucha on the physical side because of Reflect, and lets me deal with the Kingdra on the special side because of the light screen. I can take pretty much any hit from Coco that's not like Wild Charge, and I think she probably will. There's a chance she can run Wild Charge, but I don't expect it. I think Thunderbolt is just a better play on her end because of the chance to get burned from Flame Body on my Moltres, for example. But regardless, it's still definitely a possibility. So that's why I was running that, but I decided to switch it over after running through mocks with my front office, and shout out to, it was Haze, Granky, and Meta Knight King, all for the mocks that they provided, and Tone as well for stepping in and giving me some help with the discussions. So all 4 of them, thank you very much for the help this week. But this set has speed for Timid, Kingdra, and Modest Volcarona. I did not want to go to Timid Volcarona. I felt like having the extra investment into my bulk was going to be more valuable for this set. especially because I have other options around, so I want to be careful there. We also take a non-boosted Jolly Coco's Wild Charge at neutral. We take a modest Specs Rain-boosted Kingdra's Hydro Pump, and I kind of expect Kingdra, if it does come, it might actually have 92 EVs in attack, which is basically enough so that it can outspeed a Scarf Raikou, excuse me, in the rain. It would have to be Timid Nature or Hasty Nature if that's the case, and I don't think she may not expect me to be running a Scarf Raikou, which means she can definitely go modest, because that would outspeed everything else, even if it's scarfed. So I have to be careful around that, but just in case she would have 92 EVs left over in attack, that would be not into her special attack if she maxed that out. So with that being said, our HP and defense allows me to take a 92 attack Rain boosted Life Orb Liquidation from Kingdra. We also take a Draco Meteor or an Outrage, excuse me, from that same Kingdra, and it's really useful because we can just OHKO it back with the Freeze Dry. Very, very nice. We also make it so that with our special defense investment and our HP, we have basically a guaranteed shot to survive a Volcarona's timid Fire Blast. It actually needs a max roll to OHKO me, and that's if she is running a Fire Blast. I think Fiery Dance or Flamethrower is definitely a much more likely option. I know she likes her offensive, more powerful moves that can miss, but regardless, we do have to be careful and play around that. I do have answers to the Volcarona, but we just have to be careful as the heating goes off, so the room got a bit quieter here. Regardless, other than that, we hit basically everything with Freeze Dry, except for like the Pharaoh Seed, and that's pretty much it. Everything else, and the Volcarona, of course, but everything else doesn't appreciate Freeze Dry at all. It has a small chance to freeze. I believe it's like 10%, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just double check that quickly. It is 10% chance, so that's really solid. Being super effective against the water types that she has, the Kingdra, the Pelipper is huge for us, and also on the Golurk. Now this set, with the Iron Defense and the Iron Defense boost and my Recover, I can beat basically any set except for Calm Mind Roost Coco, which at that point, if she's running that set, she is going to be missing out on coverage options. She probably needs to run Dazzling Gleam for my Urshifu. She needs to run Grass Knot for my Swampert. She really wants to have Thunderbolt as well. Missing on a U-turn is going to be a problem too, so I don't really expect that to come, but just in case she does run that, we do lose to it with this set, and also to Volcarona. Everything else we beat, and the reason for that is because I can knock off the Theraseed's, what is called Eviolite. I can recover up any Leaf Seed damage, any Gyro Ball damage, especially if I manage to get my Iron Defense up. If I can get those Iron Defenses up, we can take so many hits much better, and it's going to be really, really powerful to deal with, and really tough for her to handle the set. It's going to be very strong late game, early game, whatever the case is, especially if we get rid of that thing. And once we manage to get some Acid Armors up, we're going to be just doing... It's going to be so hard for her to beat this thing. It really will be. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. And I'm excited to see this set. It's going to be really, really fun. Our next mon is going to be our Metagross, which is running the Assault Vest this week. Now, the Assault Vest is nice, so it allows us to take some special hits from something like the Kingdra, something like the Coco, which is very valuable because Coco could definitely just go for Thunderbolts, which are very strong. The issue is I don't resist them, but I do resist Grass Knot. I do resist the Dazzling Gleam, excuse me. So I want to make sure that I had a way to handle those things. Our set is not OHKO'd by +2 Halucha's Close Combat or a timid Volcarona's neutral Fire Blast, or a Kingdra's Rain boosted Specs Hydro Pump after Rocks. All three of those after Rocks. We take a +2 Coco's Specs T-Bolt, or 2 Coco. Let's try it again. We take 2 Coco Specs T-Bolts, and our speed is there just for a bit of an aggressive creep in case she's creeping me, creeping her, creeping me. And then we have Rock Tomb on the set for Volcarona and for speed control, and then Steel Roller is the tech this week. Steel Roller, what this does is a brand new move from the DLC, the first DLC of Sun and Moon, or Sword and Shield, excuse me. This move, what it does is, if there is terrain on the field, it will be a 130 base power physical move that also destroys terrain. It breaks it, it gets rid of it. And that's very useful because if she's expecting if she's expecting to sack off the Coco or something, and I managed to get rid of the terrain as well, and she has a Lucha, then it means she'll never have that speed boost, which she really needs. She'll never get rid of her electric seed, meaning she won't have a +1 boost in defense, and at the same time, acrobatics will only be 55 base power. That's basically it. It is really useful, and that's pretty much all I have, honestly. This is a very strong set. Hammer Arm is there so we can hit the Pharisee for as good damage as possible. Zen Headbutt is there for pretty much everything else on the roster, which is very nice. And the really biggest thing I'm worried about with this set is Mesprit, because Steel Roller only works if there is terrain, so we have to be careful about that. Our next mon is going to be MattOshea, the Urshifu with the black glasses this week. Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Sucker Punch. Or sorry, no, that is wrong. Oh shoot, wait, I think I might have given Owen this thing with Close Combat. Let me just confirm. Just send him a message. Hopefully we get that before he gens in. But regardless, Wicked Blow, Thunder Punch, Poison Jab, Sucker Punch is there. Our speed on the set is the exact same as Cryogonal, meaning it can outspeed a modest Volcarona and a timid Kingdra. Basically with black glasses, Wicked Blow hits pretty much everything on my opponent's team outside of like Halucha and the Coco, and I guess kind of the Pelipper. Pelipper can take 2 hits because it's very, very bulky, especially if it's physically defensive, it'll take 2 hits. But that's why we have Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is there for the Hawlucha into rain. We can beat that thing. That way it cannot set up Swords Dances on me. It also is there for the Pelipper to Oko that thing. And then there is Poison Jab, which we can catch Coco on the switch, which is absolutely incredible. Sucker Punch is there for priority, just in case I need it against the big threats like the Kingdra and the Coco if it's weakened to the point where I can really take care of it. Honestly, I really only click Sucker Punch if the Coco is Specs or the Kingdra is Specs. I just cannot afford them setting up a sub against me, because if that happens, I basically lose. So we have to be very careful playing around that, and that is going to be our Urshifu. It's a very strong set, love it, hopefully it can do work. It was AV before, but AV just does not get the job done. It just drops to Dazzling Gleam from Coco, even if it's non-boosted. It's just 60 base special defense is not good enough to deal with it, especially for a 4x effective attack. And moving on to our next mon, it is going to be our Diancie here. Now, Diancie is the most important Pokemon of the week this week. Without Diancie, we're going to lose this week, 100%. It is a Trick Room Diancie. Moonblast, Diamond Storm, Mystical Fire, Trick Room. What this does, we have Min Speed, no speed IVs, and this allows us to have a Gyro Ball from a Ferroseed do the least amount of damage possible. It's still 94 base power. That is crazy strong. But we do have Babiri, and Babiri isn't there for the Ferroseed. It's there for the Hawlucha, because at this point with Babiri, we take a +2 Iron Head from the Hawlucha after Rocks. We actually do not take a +2 Close Combat after Rocks. It's a roll. It's a roll in her favor, but at the same time, we do manage to make sure that we can do tons of damage. This is my win condition this week. If we do not win with Diancie, I would be very, very surprised. Unless the Goaler comes, I wouldn't be surprised to see Raikou win. But this set is very strong. Again, really all we need. It can set up on the Coco as well. If Coco is running Thunderbolt, then T-Bolt will do a good chunk of damage to me, but I don't really need the health in this set, especially if I can KO everything or break her team with the Trick Room up, then we should be good to go. And yeah, because like, if you guys didn't know, Diancie weighs nothing, so Grass Knot does like 20 base power. It does no damage at all. Next up, our next mon is going to be there for a bit of help with the rain. It is going to be Jill, our Swampert, with the Assault Vest, Earthquake, Rock Tomb, Flip Turn, and Facade. Was really debating if I want to run Liquidation over Facade or Scald over Facade, but Earthquake, Rock Tomb, Flip Turn are mandatory this week. I went with Rock Tomb over Rock Slide because I want that speed control as well. It still does so much damage to the Volcarona, weakening that thing to the point where we can just beat it 1v1 with basically anything else, which is very, very useful. And at the same time, Earthquake hits the Coco for super effective damage, Flip Turn for momentum, Facade in case I get burnt or toxic or whatever. And the big thing is it is an electric immunity for the Coco. That is huge for us. And one thing I have to point out is with our investment, we actually will take Grass Knots from the Coco. If it is non-boosted Coco, we take 2 Grass Knots. Crazy, but I expect her to be like a Spec set or an Expert Belt or a Life Orb. That's basically it. She actually swept me in the past. I think it was in the ICBA. She actually beat me with a Coco where it got like 5 kills and reverse swept me because I just didn't have a good enough electric type check, and she was just able to run Specs Coco and just run through me. So very scary. Regardless, with this set, we also take a +1 Volcarona's Giga Drain. Can't take +2, it's close, but we can't. I just want to have a little bit of defense investment just to be safe in case she was running like a physical Kingdra or something, but basically we just have a way, just some type of way to take special hits from her team. I'm hoping this can get the job done for us. It's still a very scary mon. Fingers crossed that we can do it. Our final mon is our Raikou. I've been saying it all week, all game, all team builder, whatever. This set is crazy. Volt Switch, Weather Ball, Protect, and Sunny Day. This set is twofold. The weather there is for 2 reasons, okay? First thing I'm going to go over though is the speed, which is for Volcarona. That's very valuable. Basically, we outspeed, I think it's everything except for the Coco with this set and the Hawlucha. Hawlucha I'm not too worried about because it's going to be running the Unburdened set. That's pretty much it. She might creep me creeping Coco, not Coco, but Volcarona, that's it. So that's a possibility, but if she's not boosted, then I'm not too worried about it. That's that. And that's really it. So because of that, we do have a lot of freedom with our investment in our special attack and our defenses. The CV spread is very simple, I know that, but it's still very, very important nonetheless. So what this set does is, actually no, I didn't write my notes for this. Oops, but we take good hits, we take hits for that. Regardless, the big thing I want to point out though is the weather. With Sunny Day, we can get rid of rain. That is number 1. The second part is we now have Weather Ball with a fire move, because then becomes a 100 base power fire move boosted by the sun. That is crazy. It will Oko the Ferroseed, and if it's in the rain, it'll Oko the Goaler if it's not like max HP with special defense investment, or if it's like Assault Vest or something. And that's key, because if we can get rid of those things, then honestly, like Diancie goes in, Raikou goes in, and we should be fine. Protect is there to stall out turns of rain, but also to help us get back some recovery with our leftovers. I love this set. I'm hoping it's going to work for us. Fingers crossed, guys. This is going to be an insane game. This is a very long team builder, okay, but we kind of have to do it. It's going to be a long video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Thanks for watching the team builder. Let's go ahead and jump right into the battle. All right, everyone, we are back. Wow, no Ferroseed. We might just win off the bat with Diancie. I'm not even kidding. That is amazing for us. But basically, other than that, 6 of the 8-ish mons we were expecting to come. Yeah, I think the only real surprise is the fact there's no Ferroseed. So I'll just write down her team first before I do anything. The fact that she does bring the Golurk is problematic. It does mean we're likely going to lead off with Metagross, but I just, before we lock that in, I'm just going to get her team written down completely. Let's see, we have 52 seconds left, so I'm not too worried about that. She has Coco, she has Volcarona, she has Kingdra, Pelipper, Hawlucha, and what else is that? Golurk. Okay, making sure I'm recording quickly. I am. Amazing. Yeah, if I lead with Metagross, there's really no downside unless she leads off with the Golurk, which is definitely a possibility. But if that's the case, I'm not too worried about rocks in general, so we can definitely lead off with the Metagross here. Yeah, actually, oh no, sorry, Owen, let's lead with Swampert. Sorry, if we have time. Might be on me. Come on, 10 seconds. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Come on. 5, 4, let's go. Way to go, man. Thank you. Guys, like I said before in the team builder, OGALBINA, Owen, is recording our side of the battle. So thank you so much to him. This is what we're going to be doing for the time being. Liv is going to be recording the majority of them. But when we're playing Liv, we play her in BBR this week, NCP, I think, next week or the week after, and in BBL at some point in season 2. So I think Owen will be recording the majority of those. So thank you to them. Make sure you go and check them out. Coco is the lead. Fantastic. Great for me. Okay. Let's do this. Drinking water. So if Liv is running a non-boosted Coco, we take 2 Grass Knots with our Assault Vest. If she's running a Specs Coco or a Life Orb one, we don't take the hit. So let's take a look. What did she bring again? She brought 1 immunity, and that is one ground immunity in the Pelipper. Second one in the Hawlucha. I don't think she goes Hawlucha hard here. I think if anything, she's gonna go into the Pelipper on a U-turn. Let's go for the flip turn here. We should do good damage, gauge the power. I think if anything, she goes for a U-turn on her end. So flip turn is definitely gonna be our play here. Actually, Toxic instead, and she misses. That's unfortunate, but I'll take the flip turn here. How much damage are we gonna do? That's not much. Okay, let's take a look at that damage first before we decide on what we're going to go into. Let's take a look at that damage. So we have Tapu Coco, and flip turn should do about... no, it makes sense. We're going to go hard into Metagross here. I can definitely see her firing off a Nature's Madness. Nature's Madness here. Metagross is the play, and I want to click Steel Roller really badly. I want to click Steel Roller, but I think she goes into Pelipper. Okay. You know what? No, we're gonna click Steel Roller here because I think Golurk would be a more likely play. If she goes Pelipper, I can still fire off the Rock Tomb after. So let's go for Steel Roller. That's gonna be the play. We'll get rid of Terrain just in case. And this is the tech that I was talking about Liv before, in case you're watching this after. The tech is the Steel Roller to get rid of the Terrain. Hit this thing for great damage. Maybe she's expecting Shucka. Not Shucka, but maybe I'm expecting Shucka and maybe she's expecting Earthquake. Whatever. It's late at night. Kind of tired. Gotta say my words better, but she switches out. So what are we gonna catch here? I think it's the Pelipper. Dancing Stars, that is the Pelipper. Oh no, it's this thing instead. I'm amazed. I'm happy with taking this damage. This is gonna be really good. Steel Roller comes out. Let's look at this animation. Have not seen this one before, and yo, that's so much damage. That is so much damage. Okay, Metagross versus Golurk. Okay, Golurk's got 55 base speed. If she wants to outspeed me, she's gonna have to get to 95, which would be 156 in speed, Adamant Nature. Alright, the fact that Steel Roller did... Yeah, we should be able to KO with Zen Headbutt, so I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt here, please. That should get the KO. I have to make sure I keep track of my timer, and we do outspeed, we do connect, do we KO? We do. Raikou is about to have a field day with her team. Oh my god, that is amazing, and we're still at 100% HP. That is awesome. So far off the bat, we're in a really good position. There's no terrain, there's no rain. This is great. This is really good. I love this. This is fantastic for us right now. And the Golurk is gone. Golurk was definitely a problem. Oh man, I'm nervous. My heart's pounding because this is an important game. We're both 3-2. I think she's +2. I'm +8. So it's definitely important. I think the last time we actually played, we said that it was going to be a very important game because in the BBR last season, her, D-Ray, and I were all like in the same type of record and situation, and we ended up beating her, and D-Ray beat her as well, I think it was, and then we lost to D-Ray. So that like trifecta was really, it was really important for the playoff picture, and she didn't make it into the playoffs last season because of that, I think. But anyway, she goes into dive here. Interesting. We're gonna fire off. I want to go for Zen Headbutt here, honestly, but we could also go for Rock Tomb. I think I want to calculate how much Zen Headbutt does to Kingdra. It should be doing about half. Let's see. Zen Headbutt will do about half. Let's go for the Zen Headbutt here. I wonder what she's gonna do. Maybe a Flip Turn to gauge some damage. This thing doesn't get Dark Pulse or anything. Flip Turn. Yeah, that's fine. So something's gonna take a Zen Headbutt, and they're not gonna appreciate it. And that it's 27 points of health. There's no range, so let's go Flip Turn. Let's see if she's like an offensive set. That's a near max roll for no investment, modest. And she goes into Coco. Okay, Coco's not appreciating this hit. Also gives us back the Electric Surge for our terrain, for our Steel Roller, which is amazing. And maybe with Zen Headbutt, she might think that she's in range of Bullet Punch. But we Zen Headbutt again, and we should do a huge chunk of damage to this. Amazing. Okay. I don't think there's a reason for us not to go for another Zen Headbutt here. Actually, no. I think Steel Roller is our play, just in case she goes into the Hawlucha sacking this off. We have to be careful, so we're gonna go for Steel Roller here. I think Steel Roller is also 100% accurate, which is a big thing. That will allow us to make sure we can guarantee get the KO on this. As he just doubles out, what is coming in? Dive. Okay. You're not appreciating this hit. You're not appreciating this hit. It's 130 base power. I know it's resisted, but Steel Roller does 39 to 46. That's great damage. That is great damage. I love that. Let's go for a... I think she goes for an attack this time around, like an actual like special attack. If she has specs here, a Hydro Pump without any boost will do 43 to 51 to us, which is fine. Let's go for the Zen Headbutt here. We want to do as much damage as possible. This is good. The fact that we got rid of the Golurk is immense, as she goes for another Flip Turn. Interesting. She crits us that time. That's unfortunate because we don't have recovery, which does suck, but it's not the end of the world. We should still take a Specs Flip Turn at that point. The damage that we have, Specs Flip Turn, if it's modest, will do 96 points of health at most, which we're over that. And in comes Coco. We can get rid of it right now. And she's looking to, I'm assuming, just kill us right off the bat here with the Coco. So I might have made a mistake by going for the Zen Headbutt here. Let's see. Do we miss? We do connect. We get rid of the Coco, which is nice. That's another big threat to us. All right. The fact that... Let's take a look. The fact that the Hawlucha does not have rocks up on our... There's no rocks on our side of the field. The Hawlucha cannot KO my Diancie with +2 close combat. It also does not KO us with +2 Iron Head because of our Berry on the Diancie. Unstable World. That is Hawlucha. That's fine. All right. Hawlucha, level 50. You're at +1 defense. I think Zen Headbutt still does more. We should make sure of that. It still does more. Yep, still does more. 75 to 91. I want to see what it's like because on Burn's active, she'll be at -1. She'll be at 226 speed, which outspeeds everything still. But she's not going to kill me with adding a close combat. She's not. So I'm going to go for a Zen Headbutt here. That is the play. Zen Headbutt. We can weaken it, put it in range of Sucker Punch, potentially, as she does Swords Dance. So yeah, that's a very scary Hawlucha. We just can't let it get to +4. I guess the +4, we're just going to lose here. I'm not going to lie. Like, we just lose if she has the +4. Thank God we connect. Thank God we connect. Oh my God. All right, that's solid damage. Not a crazy amount, but it's solid. Considering she's at +1, she has tons of bulk. Okay, let me think. Can you go to the Pokemon list, please? I want to see what she has. She's got a Kingdra that's around half. Volcarona is still at max HP. Pelipper is there, which I don't really need this for. And I have another Assault Vestmon in the back, so I'm not too concerned. Let's go for another... Oh, she could have Roost, but that's fine. Let's go for another Zen Headbutt. Let's go for another Zen Headbutt. If she doesn't have Roost, she's probably missing... Okay, close combat's gonna KO me. That's fine. Yeah, so down goes Metagross. That's okay. Metagross was phenomenal for us there. Wow, getting 2 kills. The Steel Roller tech worked, so shout out to Granky for that. He actually suggested that, which is amazing. At this point in time, I want to go into Diancie here, I think. I want to calc the Swamp. Actually, do I need to calc Swampert yet? I think I do, just in case. So we're just going to go into Diancie here. that should be enough because nothing else is going to appreciate these hits. Like, we Oko everything else. Yeah, everything else just dies. So we get Trick Room, I think it's game over. So this game literally might come down to if we manage to not get flinched with Iron Head or crit. So let's go for Trick Room. Trick Room is the play, and hopefully this will be it. Iron Head, the Berry pops. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 70% chance to win the game right here. Yes. Oh, thank God. Way to go, Diancie. Way to fucking go. Amazing. We're gonna go for a Moonblast now. Now, I'm pretty sure this gets... Oh, it doesn't Cake. Because Kingdra does not get Aqua Jet. Does Pelipper get Aqua Jet? It does not get... So nothing gets Aqua Jet. So we should win right here unless she is Sash Volcarona or we miss a Diamond Storm on the Volcarona. So let's fire off the Moonblast here. Ah, man. This is actually... It might not be game because she has enough sacks with the Volcarona. I can't just go for a Moonblast freely. So she has to make the right decisions. But... Yeah, she has to make the right decisions. But at the end of the day, we chip our team down so much. Maybe going for Diamond Storm was the play there, but I just didn't want to miss. And at the end of the day, I have max special attack, not max attack, so she goes into Firebird. Yeah, unfortunate, but it's okay. We managed to get rid of the threat that was the, what is that called? The Hawlucha, so I'm cool with that. So Moonblast's going to come out, and then we break a sash on this thing if it had one. I don't think it did by the way she played it. And do we get a special attack drop? We do not get a special attack drop, it looks like. Terrain goes away. Let's go for the Diamond Storm here. It's very free. It'll get the KO on this. Yeah, so she switches out again, makes the play. What does she go into? Unstable World. I don't think we KO the Hawlucha. It'll be at neutral. 47 to 55. That's if it's no investment. It's not going to have no investment. No, we don't KO it. That's fine. We get the defense boost, though, which is nice. Don't think it matters too much. But, do I go for a Mystical Fire here, or... I think because we can't go for a Diamond Storm. I can't afford it. I'm sorry, I just can't afford it. We're going to go for a Moonblast here. She's going to sack this off. That's fine. Yeah, I just could not risk this getting a boost on me, KO on me, excuse me. So that's that. But yeah, I'm cool with it. This ended up working out well. I think we have one turn left of Trick Room, which means we get basically one more KO on something. But that's pretty much it. And we get outsped by everything else. But it's okay because even though Diancie wasn't the one that was going to like win us the game at this point, even though I thought it was, it ends up really breaking her team, which is amazing for Raikou because we do have the Weather Ball for the Volcarona. Anyways, England's Pelipper. Pelipper should not appreciate the Mystical Fire, the Dazzling Game, excuse me. Moonblast, wow, but I can't even go for that. I think, let's take a look at Pelipper. I still have 6 minutes left, so I'm still fine. Does she take the hit? She takes either hit, honestly. Do I go for, I think I'll go for Diamond Storm in case she's running, and she doubles out. So let's go for Diamond Storm here. Let's go for Diamond Storm, yeah. It does about half the physically defensive, so it's going to lose about 50% of its HP, which is fine. As, do we crit? Does another +2 boost. It's not going to matter because she's going to go for Surf here, as she goes for Tailwind. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that's not a Switzerland Kingdra now. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's available on our team right now. Let's see the status of everything. Everything's maxed out. That's 3 turns left of Tailwind. We should be fine against the Kingdra because we have Swampert in the back. I think at this point in time, we sack off Diancie, which is fine. So we're going to go for Diancie, and we're going to just go for a Moonblast. She Hydro Pumps. If she missed, then the play was to go for Trick Room, but she Hydro Pumps and she connects. So she gets the KO there. Okay. So Diancie goes down, Pelipper is in. Let's take a look. I want to see Raikou before we do anything. So Raikou against Pelipper in the rain. Hydro Pump. If she's max special attack, because based on that damage that we did with the Power Gem, she might actually be max special attack. With a Modest Nature. Whoops, that's the wrong item. I want Modest Nature in rain. Hydro Pump does not KO us, so we can go for the Volt Switch here. Let's go into Raikou and click Volt Switch. Actually, wait, let me think. Can you go, before you do that, can you click on the Y button so we can see how many turns of Tailwind are left, please? I think you have to click on that one. 2 turns left. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to play Protect first. We're going to play Protect first. Because if she switches out, that's good for us. And now there's going to be no more Tailwind when she dies. So she Hydro Pumps again. Alright. And, okay, let's think about it. Weather Ball or Volt Switch? I think we go for... We know there's one... Can you actually go to the Y again? I want to see how many turns of rain there are. I think I missed that last time. 2 more turns of rain. Okay. Unless she is Damp Rock. Okay, so go back out, please. We're going to go for... Because it's a tough decision between Weather Ball and Volt Switch. I have time to worry. I'm not too concerned about that. Weather Ball should KO it. But in case she wouldn't go for Roost. She wouldn't. Let's think. Because Weather Ball would stay in. And there would still be rain up. No, I have to Voltage here. I have to Voltage here because we're going to take damage from the Pelipper. So the Kingdra can then OHKO me, which I don't want. So Hydro Pump comes out. She misses again. Oh, Liv, I'm sorry. That really sucks. Okay. We got the KO on the Pelipper. And it's looking good. It's looking really good. There's 1 turn left of rain. And the question is, I can't go into Urshifu here. I cannot. So we're going to go into Jill here, the Swampert. It can eat anything from anything. That's it. It'll eat anything. So we go to Jill. And we're lucky that against both things, we have a really good move that won't miss. So if it's the Kingdra that comes in, we click Earthquake. If it's the Volcarona that comes in, we click Flip Turn. So that's the plan. But, like, okay, so that miss really sucks. I think it doesn't... That miss basically guarantees us the win, honestly. Without that miss, she would definitely be able to chip down some differential depending on her plays, but still, it would definitely been a possibility. Regardless, we'll see right now if she has 1 turn left of rain or if she has the Damp Rock on her Pelipper, so we're going to go for an Earthquake here. Earthquake is the play. As she goes for Hydro Pump, we are Salt Vest, we'll eat this hit. We're at max HP. Okay. That is a lot of damage. That is so much damage. And we don't KO. Crazy. Okay, go back to Pokemon. We're at 94 points of health. Kingdra, Choice Specs, level 50. We also know that it was Damp Rock, so we have just 3 more turns left of rain. Okay, let's go to Raikou. No, we want Swampert, excuse me. Because she did... Let's see, 100-ish points of health to us. 99 points of health. So Hydro Pump in the rain. That is a low roll for Modest Specs, or we have 30 seconds left, we're still good to go, or a high-ish roll for Timid Specs. So she is Specs, or is she Mystic Water? Is that a possibility? I don't think it is. Mystic Water. Don't think it's a possibility. Let's go into... No, we're gonna stay in here. We're gonna click Earthquake. Earthquake, please. Earthquake, yeah. I don't need to keep this alive. It's fine. If she misses, she misses, and she misses again. Yo, Liv, I'm so sorry. This game is not really friendly to you right now. Oh man. You know what? Like, Liv, you're my friend and everything, but I'm gonna take this opportunity to bully you. This is payback for GDL playoffs when you crit me 3 times in a row with your Gmax Hatterene, okay? Still love you though. Alright, that's really good news. And we should, after the Volcarona KOs us, we should be able to fire off the Weather Ball tech on the Volcarona. Yeah, so can you actually go and make sure there's the rain turns left, please? I also want to see that. I think we should have 2 turns left. So press Y and 2 turns left. Amazing. So we'll go for the flip turn here. And flip turn should KO. Because we are in rain, unless she's Pachot Berry, Giga Drain. This maybe will KO us? Yeah. Oh, we live at Swampert. Yo, that's a 4-0 win. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a 4-0 win. Unless she's like Rocky Helmet or something. Yeah, yo, we O-code. Flame Body, doesn't matter. That's the game. GG Liv. I'm really sorry about the hacks. The miss on Swampert, the missed Hydro Pump, and another missed Hydro Pump. Jeez. I will take it. I will definitely take it. I needed this win because going down to 3-3 compared to 4-2 is a pretty big difference. But hey, we gotta get it done, and we managed to get it done against one of our rivals, Liv. Once again, I do want to say thank you to OGALBINA for recording our side of the battle. Thank you so much, man. Make sure to go and check him out. His links are down in the description. and they'll also be in the cards, so make sure to go and do that. I'm pretty sure I can do that in the cards. But thank you guys all for watching. If you learned something new from this battle, if you enjoyed something, if you guys noticed anything in prep that I could have done differently, or suggestions you want to make for a potential rematch, let me know down in the comments as well. I would really appreciate to hear from you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time.